Norway is everything you dream of when you're cooped up in the city. A rugged, edge-world archipelago which spans the western flank of Scandinavia and extends to the far-flung islands of Svalbard and Jan Mayen. On one side, the country is flanked by a storm-beaten green coastline, hewn by the mighty Barents Norwegian North and Skagerrak seas. Further inland, sprawling expanses of unpopulated scenery are split by deep glacial fjords that shape the sculptured mountains.
There's a massive festival on at the moment in Bodø, so we're actually staying in Thon hotels. We're here for the whole week, but for tonight, one night only, we're staying in 2 conference rooms and holding the world's first ever Whirlpool conference. So have a little look around. We've got all the essentials. We've got some whiskey, some coffees, all our food, the Aurora Borealis. It's looking pretty good. And Luke is holding a conference on what to do, what not to do.
2 main points: don't drown. Second point: don't get killer whales. That's a massive no-no, and that's one thing I'm not going to let happen. Check out this room.
Here we are. Well, so this would be Luke's so good. Luke's bed was in that room.
We're meeting Knut. We'll talk through the swim, and we'll take his lead really, because I don't know exactly what time we're going to start, and it will depend on the tides. We might go around the back.
Upstairs, please.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm from
Hi, I'm Jack. Big brother. Jack's the little brother, but the tallest, and I'm the middle one. And then we've got Beth and Luke as well.
The plan, or what I can offer today, is that I can take 3 of you with the snow on this trip that goes with passengers from Hudson.
We just totally, I guess, take your...
But you have the whole day tomorrow, or...?
We've got the whole, so we're completely free tomorrow,
Okay,
so we can go any time. So whichever
Okay.
time is best for you, and also whichever current time is best for you.
Yeah. But when we are in the current now, at around 2 o'clock, it's almost at its strongest. It's really strong.
Yeah.
So we want you to see what you're up to.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, crossing the current when it is at its strongest, that madness, that's completely madness. So you have to do it when it's going down to 0. Yeah,
that's no problem.
And when go at 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
whole team.
Yeah.
It's probably best not seeing when it's going out today.
Not a whirlpool. No, it's
It'll be good to get some footage as well.
Yeah.
I felt a great affection for Norway as we continued our journey to the Saltstraumen. There was something very welcoming about the isolation and the relaxed, retiring locals who enjoyed it together.
The eagles, there are 2 youngs there. They were eggs in April, and now they are big as this. This will be going on for approximately 6 hours. The tide is coming in for 6 hours to fill up the fjord. So after 6 hours, it's high tide there in the fjord. It's high tide out in the open ocean. Everything is calming down to 0. So after 6 hours, it's coming down to 0, and then it's turning around, and the tide is going out from the fjord. Empty. And the same amount of water is coming up. And as I said, it's extraordinarily strong these days, and it's because of this full moon, and the moon is affecting.
Yeah, do you mind if you come into the sunlight? You've just seen the Saltstraumen for the first time ever. How would you describe the Saltstraumen?
It's extraordinarily good.
You've just seen the Saltstraumen for the first time. If you could
describe it in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Absolutely powerfully amazing.
And what would you say, do you think somebody could swim across the Saltstraumen?
I definitely could.
You thought it was scary?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you think somebody could swim across from one side to the other across the Saltstraumen?
I think if they understood it, they might be able to navigate through it, because I noticed how the boat driver the Zodiac driver was doing that.
Yeah. So you think with the right ship captain on the boat, Knut driving, it would be possible?
Maybe, maybe, but they'd have to be worried about being sucked down.
Yeah.
We'll go and sit in the hot tub up there.
Yeah.
I'll wave to you guys. Hilarious.
Yeah. How was it?
And then it was disappeared. When you were watching, you notice the difference in the speed. So yeah, I think I mean,
It's actually, when you look at the two sides, it's not that far to go.
the whirlpool
Like right now, quite big. But we'll see it on the slack tide, and then because
it will look completely different to what we saw it.
You said something quite good when you said lots of people have been telling you that it was insane, and then you said that the alternative to you is quite insane, which I feel generally being in an office day by day.
Yeah.
It's part of me, which I think a lot of people feel, which is part of the reason people have like midlife crises, is because they feel like trapped in, clothed in. An office isn't a natural environment for a member of the animal kingdom.
I'm sat on that boat going out there with all you guys, and I'm there and I'm like, I can't think of anything I'd rather do right now than swim across a whirlpool to raise awareness about oil drilling. It's what if little Callum had sat there and he'd been saying that he was going to be sat in an office as a salesman, just like living a miserable existence, saving up for a nice sofa, I might as well have just hurled myself into the whirlpool straight away. But I think it is about that.
Yeah, I think it's, like I said, the key thing is to have like proper respect for it. And like I said, not just say, oh, it'll be fine. If you're saying if anything did happen at all as well, we literally do everything next.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely safe. I think it's safe. It will be hard.
If you don't have that support initially, if you don't have people who tell you that it's a good idea, then you just tell yourself, you eventually bring yourself down to thinking that it's not a good idea. Because you always have those moments where you're like, is it smart? Is it showy? Is it that? And then eventually you bring yourself down by thinking, no, it's kind of just in your blood. You just want to do this kind of thing.
I think Jack's, out of the three of us, he would be most honest about how he felt. Like there's a 100% chance that like Callum would hate to admit any kind of like vulnerability or any nerves in front of everybody else. I think for me, like I'm a bit nervous now. You know, we're like 20 minutes away from going down, meeting him, going out, and then just getting in the water. But it's I'm quite looking forward. I just want to get in the water and go.
Hi, this is me in a lift on my way to the Saltstraumen.
Are you nervous?
I'm slightly nervous, yes.
Here we go. We're thinking our breakfast. And beers. Yeah.
What are you worried? What are you thinking? What are you worried about?
I think it would.
Do you have any worries? You think it'll be fine?
I think it'll be fine. I just want you guys to deal with it. It's really bumpy.
Oh, what? No way.
Get some drama in there.
I think it's one of those things where he's just going to be nervous, and that's totally sane, and you kind of need someone to be nervous. It can't all be, it's going to be fine, we're going to do this, we're going to be positive. You need an element of concern.
He seems fine.
I think Rob's been very quiet, and I think that means that he's taking it very seriously. Like in all his training, he's not been really involved in any of the like press, the marketing, the social media. He's just been doing his thing, doing the miles, doing the cold showers. I think he's scared by it, and that's why he's taking it so seriously, which is a good thing, because it means he's done it, he's prepared as much as he can be. Like, I don't feel with Robbie that I need to be worried about his commitment and his training and his ability to do it. He said even the last 4 months he's had one warm shower, and that was when he was drunk.
I'm ready to start now. So yeah, so no, I think Jack's definitely like probably more relaxed than maybe we think he is. I think Callum's more nervous than he lets on, and I guess I have no idea how nervous I look or anything like that. But
I think that others have both said that you've been pretty. Feel like you're pretty chilled about it. Not really got any worries.
Ernest Hemingway quote that man was not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed, but he can never be defeated. And that's one that I think about, which I think just means that man is like such a stubborn creature that you can be killed, but he never gives up.
I know I can do it, and the only problems I ever have with the swimming, like, I will only stop if someone pulls me out. Like, I'll just keep going, whatever. And that's how it is really in my mind. It's once I'm in the water, it's just one thing: get to the other side and just keep going.
In those slow moments before the swim, I was silent. I just waited and strained to hear Luke's signal over the low roar of the Maelstrom. My hands were pressed against the rock and the water lapped against my bare wrists. Everywhere else I was covered by neoprene. Breathing slowly, I peered into the shallow water and thought about the sprint ahead. I could feel that it was cold, but it also looked clear and somewhat inviting. Then I noticed little fish darting over my black socks, while a nearby red jellyfish, the kind that sting, wrestled with the fronds of bronzed kelp.
that everything went to plan. You know, there's no danger, no risk. We did it safely, and I think that's the key. We all made it in one piece.
Yeah.
Clear water, lots of jellyfish, lots of fish.
Will you ever experience a current like this?
I don't think there's another current anywhere on the planet like this.
It's pretty unique, yeah, this one. It's also, you can see now, like, the window to get across is so narrow.
Yeah.
Like now, there's no way we'd be able to.
It's up so much just in this channel here as well, where we slowed down.
Good job, guys.
Cheers.